Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This is Weeknights. I am JD, aka He Who Pods. Glasses on today, so also rear view mirror.
Dash, aka Dashing D, aka the real king of R&B. Album coming out on the 12th.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Get ready.
Yeah, keep looking for it.
Exactly.
Pre-orders available now.
Pre-orders available now, wherever you get your music.
Oh shit! All right, let's get right to this thing.
Mm-hmm.
So, Serena Williams is making moves.
Serena Williams is making moves. Serena said, "Listen, we're gonna slow down on the tennis things. I'm gonna join Kendrick at the Super Bowl. I'm going to tend to my child and my husband. And you know what? I'm going to take ownership stake of a WNBA team."
Yes,
And I just feel like, of your list of things to do in 2025, like that's a decent list, isn't it?
and we're only in the first quarter,
I mean, it's not even April.
making
So,
making the rest of us look real bad.
real bad. I'm sitting here trying to figure out what I can own in the next couple of weeks,
You
to
know,
close out the quarter strong.
right? I'm
Especially
just
with this
hoping. I'm
album
just
coming
hoping
out.
this. I'm just hoping this zit goes away before the end of the month.
Oh, let me tell you, because I have one or three. Um, but
I mean,
um,
I got a red
yeah,
dot, and I ain't even religious.
especially and on Ash Wednesday, no less, they
I
gonna
ain't
think it's
even
your ashes.
just my bad diet.
Oh, okay. I mean, it'd be like that sometimes.
Does.
Um,
But Serena, she's making moves. So yeah,
so,
the retired professional tennis legend has joined the ownership group of the Toronto Tempo, the
mhm,
WNBA's 15th team, which will launch its first season in 2026. Oh, brand new team.
brand new team.
Fire. Followed by an expansion draft after 2025. Teresa Resch serves as team president with Kilmer Sports Ventures as the team's principal owner, while Larry Tenenbaum chairs Toronto Tempo. And Serena said it is about showcasing the true value and potential of female athletes.
Do not know any of these people. I'm sure they're lovely.
Me either.
I don't know them, but I just think this is really exciting. Okay, a lot of things are happening here, and they're all exciting. I think it's really exciting that there's this new team starting next year. Like, that's pretty freaking cool. Um, that means the WNBA is growing as it has been. It's been on a great growth trajectory for a while now. So
Right.
this is nice to see that it's continuing on that path, so much so that they're expanding teams. And maybe at some point they'll wake JD up. We don't
Right.
know. We're
Who
not
knows?
sure, but it's possible. They could
Maybe.
do that too. Um just messing with
I
you.
think I think all the women running around might do it.
This is true. This
Not
is
to mention
true.
the competitive sport.
Right. So, and then the other part of this is Serena is involved with it. We know that she's a star athlete. I think she's
Absolutely.
the perfect person to be involved with something like this. She knows what it's like to be in the sports industry professionally. So I think it's going to be really interesting to see what happens and just how this team does when they're finally on the scene.
Right.
Um, so yeah, really exciting. I love that, we started the episode with a little girl power. Um, that
Black girl power.
wasn't our typical, music or I felt like this was a little bit different, but
Yeah.
very cool.
And yeah, I was just saying, and I think it's worth shining a light on this situation as well. Not only because it's Serena, because like you said, the WA has been killing it as of late. They have their rising stars, and this is just more shine for that league to get. And so I think it's a beautiful thing. You have something you wanted to read, though, no?
Um, well, we kind of already said all of the things. It was basically the same stuff you said. It was
Oh,
just
okay. I'm
the
sorry.
um
I didn't mean to step on your shine.
no, it's okay. It's just what you said was taken from this press release that was released by the WNBA. So
Got it.
it's the same information. We don't need to
B
repeat it.
BT did it. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, you got
That
it
was a
from BET.
BT.
Yeah.
It was a BT post. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Um, but yeah, I mean, definitely go if you want more information about what's going on with the team and all of that. Do go to the WNBA website. This was released on March 3rd. So you can find it there if you're looking for more information on what's going on with Toronto Tempo.
Yeah. This is interesting stuff.
Hmm. Yeah,
I
really
wonder
interesting.
I wonder are they going to draft any of those star college players we've been hearing about?
They might. I
Yeah,
would
that would
think
be
so.
interesting.
Um, I
But
would
we
think
don't know what their draft picks look like. So
right.
sometimes with the draft, it's kind of a first come, first serve type of thing.
That's true. I mean, this would be what you said, the 15th or the 16th team. So
15th, 1-5.
I'm sure there's plenty of women. There are plenty of women who would love an opportunity to play for a professional team.
Mhm.
Um, so hopefully they have a good pool to choose from. You
Yeah,
know, I would think so. There's so much talent out there, and the WNBA again is not quite as large as the NBA, and it's still very much growing. So, you know,
yeah,
you okay?
yeah. We're just getting our next topic ready.
Oh, okay.
But, you ain't doing anything wrong. And apparently, neither did iHeart Media, excuse me. According to AP News, iHeart Media says legal dispute with Drake was settled because, quote, it did nothing wrong.
Well, yep.
I thought that was the funniest thing ever.
Short and
Yeah, we
sweet.
settled it because we didn't do anything wrong.
Hmm.
It says here Texas-based iHeartMedia said it settled its legal dispute with Drake over Kendrick Lamar's diss track "Not Like Us" after demonstrating that, quote, it did nothing wrong. Drake alleged. No, we know what it alleged. Come on, man.
We can talk about what Drake
San
alleged.
Antonio-based iHeartMedia initially declined to comment on the settlement, which
Hmm.
was revealed last week in court documents. The media company released an update statement on Saturday. Quote, in exchange for documents that showed iHeart did nothing wrong, Drake agreed to drop his petition. No payments were made by either one of us, the statement said. A representative for Drake disputed iHeart's statement Tuesday, saying the company, quote, has not provided a single document as of yet to Drake, let alone any information that showed they did nothing wrong. This back and forth is silly. Drake dropped the petition. We did nothing wrong. End of story. iHeartMedia said in a statement late Tuesday. In a court document filed Thursday in Bexar County, it's an interesting name. Yeah, in San Antonio. Um, Antonios for Drake said the rapper and iHeartMedia, quote, reached an amicable resolution of the dispute, but did not offer any information. The dismissal Dave's about to say something. The dismissal of iHeartMedia from the petition was done, quote, with prejudice, meaning Drake would not be able to refile the petition against the company. A hearing on a motion by UMG's lawyers to dismiss Drake's petition has been set for Wednesday, but has changed to March 24th. According to the court records filed this week, Drake's petition in Texas also alleges UMG knew, quote, The song itself, as well as its accompanying album art and music video, attack the character of one of UMG's most prominent artists, Drake, by falsely accusing him of being a sex offender. We knew that already. We know Kendrick is not named. It says that as well. On Tuesday, a judge overseeing the defamation lawsuit rejected a request from UMG to delay a pretrial hearing and put a pause on discovery, which is the exchange of evidence between the two sides. UMG has sought to delay until a judge could hear its request to dismiss the case. Drake's lawyers said in a statement that they were, quote, pleased with the court's decision to reject UMG's continued attempts to stall discovery, another clear sign that UMG cannot run from or bury the truth. UMG's lawyers did not immediately reply to a request for comment.
Interesting. So they settled. I'm
Well,
glad that.
and there's some lies being thrown around because one party is saying we gave evidence and everything is all good, and another party is saying no, you didn't. What are you talking about? You think iHeart doesn't want to say they gave Drake money?
That's possible. There might be NDAs in place, and they are allowed to control the narrative, and he probably can't.
Right.
That's possible.
What do you think this? What do you think this means for UMG? iHeart settling.
I think you don't have any bearing on what UMG does.
No.
No. The
Okay.
reason I think that is because UMG is in terms of Drake and what Drake has going on, UMG is the governing body. They're the ones with the power. I think sure they could totally settle with him if that's what they decide to do, but they hold all the cards, in my opinion. So they could really do whatever they want. They could drop him, which maybe that's his end game.
Some people believe that.
I could see that. It wouldn't be the first time Drake did something rebellious to spite the record label, not necessarily them, but I wouldn't be surprised
What
by
did he
that.
do before?
If you're reading this, it's too late.
Mm.
Is an album, but it's technically a mixtape.
Okay.
That was done on purpose. When he was trying to live out his contract, whatever the terms were. So I could see this. I mean, listen, I think sometimes I think sometimes people underestimate Drake in the sense that not necessarily Drake the man, but Drake is a machine on its own. Like, yes, the label is the one feeding the beast, but Drake has lawyers and Drake is not alone in this. All these decisions are not coming solely from Drake. So
I wouldn't think that they were.
yeah, I'm not saying you. I'm just saying I think that people think that he's on an island on his own sometimes. It seems that way. Like he's like all of the things that he does is solely because of him. I don't think that's true. I think he's got people advising him on what to do. So it could be a maneuver. This whole thing could have been strategic and a maneuver to try to get from underneath UMG. And that's why I'm saying we don't know what UMG will do, because if they think it's a maneuver, they will maneuver right back. So I'm not really sure what direction things are gonna go in with UMG, but I'm curious to see it happen. Um yeah, because they've also called a lot into question, and there are some people who are saying, "Hey, he could turn the industry upside down if these lawsuits have any legs." It doesn't seem like they do, but That alone is enough to rattle the cages of the record label and piss them off, really.
And I think that's all he's going to accomplish. Even if he gets a ton of money and wins a lawsuit, I think all he's going to accomplish is pissing off UMG, which is going
Yeah.
to make whatever career he has left difficult. And why I say whatever career he has left, because I don't think Drake plans on retiring. And if he's not retiring, whatever he does next, I think UMG will make difficult for him.
Yeah. I think they're going to make his
So
life miserable.
yeah, I mean, if you're going to continue to make music, you're going to have to deal with UMG at some point, and it's not it's not going to take long for that time to come, especially because your used to be friend Lucian, his son is at the other label that you could go to.
Okay. Interesting.
Or grandson, whatever it is, son or grandson, whoever. Don't matter.
You know what I was thinking about? When you said iHeart Media, and this is silly and a sidebar. I once worked for iHeart Media, and I remember.
Okay.
Oh, what were you going to say?
No, nothing. Go.
And I remember, again, this has nothing to do with Drake, but I remember when I first started at iHeartMedia, it didn't occur to me that, like, I never thought about this before. It wasn't the first media company I worked for, but I never thought about the fact that if you go into the directory, you'd see, like, talent names. So I go into the directory and I'm looking for something else, like completely like just doing my job.
Accounting,
Yeah,
HR.
I'm looking for like I don't know who, probably accounting or something like that. And I type a C, I don't know what name I was looking for, and Charlemagne the God pops up. And I'm like, I can email Charlemagne the God.
That'd be your last email.
Which is why I didn't do it.
Right.
Which is precisely why I did not do it.
Because then Charlemagne would have made your life hell.
He would have talked about me on air.
Oh, donkey of the day.
And you know what? Maybe I should have shot my shot. You know, we'd be on the Black Effect Network right now.
Nah, hell no. You'd have got donkey of the day, and he'd have remembered your name forever.
That hearing
I can hear him now. Donkey of the day. Donkey of the day goes to a junior staffer at iHeartRadio who had the balls to email me some bullshit.
No, because you know, I'm like Charlemagne. Charlemagne, like, why wouldn't you want to talk to Charlemagne the God? Just yeah, but I knew better. I mean, I I had been around my fair share of talent by that time. It was more of Charlemagne, do you have any jobs for me?
He'd have been right out of there. He'd have been like, yeah, take this trash out and yourself.
I think that was also the year I started podcasting too. But anyway,
Oh man,
so
what a journey that'd have been.
right,
So go ahead. You got our next topic?
yeah. So I thought
Go
this
for it.
story was cool. You know, this is well, I don't know about the iHeart thing, but I feel like this is a feel good episode. So
Okay.
Blacc Sam, Nipsey
Yep.
Hussle's older brother, opens Marathon Burger. I'm sorry, like I don't. There is some commotion going on outside, and it
I
is
hear it. They probably won't hear
completely
it in
throwing me
editing,
off.
but I hear it.
I think it's the trash, but it's
Sounds
also
like it.
very early. Um. Anyway, so Blacc Sam, Nipsey Hussle's older brother, opens Marathon Burger restaurant to continue the late rapper's legacy. First of all, I didn't know who Blacc Sam was, and as soon as I pulled up the photo, I realized they were related. I said, "Oh, he is kin." There
Yes,
is no way
very
this
much
man is
so.
not related to Nipsey Hussle. Okay,
Yeah, it's his brother.
they twins.
Do you know
Anyway,
Marathon Clothing?
yeah.
That's their brand.
Well, I guess I never realized that they did it together. Um, I just knew that it was Nipsey Hussle's brand. So, um, and this page is what's going on with the Afrotech website. Come on. Anyway, okay, so the Afrotech website is not working, but basically, what, what Blacc Sam said is that he's trying to continue the legacy of his brother and of the marathon. So they've opened a burger joint in LA. Of course, it's not too far from the clothing store. So you could get your grub and then you could get your clothes, or maybe you get your clothes first and then you get the grub because you want to make sure that you slim and trim when you're putting on the clothes. You know, you don't want to try on clothes right after you had a burger and fries.
Probably not.
No. But I thought this was really cool and listen, a note to my siblings. When I'm gone, do
Make
continue
sure
my
that album
legacy.
drops.
Exactly. Make sure my album drops on the 12th. Okay? Please. That's all I'm asking of you two. Um but no, seriously, I think this is really cool and I love that he's continuing on. Just because Nipsey is no longer with us
Right.
doesn't mean that the legacy has to end there. Um and what a great way to give back to the community. I always think of yes, it's a business, but I always think of food as an act of love, like when you cook for somebody or serve someone, or so for me personally, I think it's very cool when you can give something like that back to the community. So somewhere where people can commune and gather and hang out, and you know there's something really special about that. um and I know that LA is very deeply rooted in community. So
Absolutely.
I love this, and maybe I'll finally make my way to LA and check out both.
Hey, that was fly.
Yeah, yeah. I've been to California a bunch of times, never been to LA.
What a shame.
Yeah.
I feel like LA is the reason to go to California.
It depends on who you ask.
I hear you. What are you in San Francisco?
I've been to San Francisco. I've been to San Jose, which is not far from San Francisco, like over a bridge. Um, yeah, I have family in San Jose. Um,
Gotcha.
and a good friend who lives in San Francisco. So,
Gotcha.
yeah. So, and every time that I have tried to make my way to LA, there has been some sort of hiccup. So at some point, I plan to make my way down there. I actually really want to go to San Diego. I prefer to go to San Diego before I go to LA, but you could also do both in one trip. So,
Gotcha. Well, shout out to Blacc Sam. I think this is a great thing, continuing the legacy of everything they were building and continuing to do everything that he does. I've seen him on Earn Your Leisure a bunch of times. He's a very smart and savvy guy. Seems like he knows what he's doing. Seems like he's still got a lot of the industry connections. And so I'm sure that helps. There's like a video floating around of um, Marathon Burger opening, and you see celebs there along with the community of LA coming out to support, and I think that's a beautiful thing as well. I don't have any critique here or anything really more to say. I just think this is dope, and I'm always in support of continuing the legacy, continuing the brand, and riding for your people. So I think this is a beautiful thing.
and I just want to let everybody know. I want to let y'all know because this is really important. They sell combos.
So they're not like Five Guys, is what you're trying to say?
See, I was trying not to say any names. It's not just Five Guys who doesn't sell
Shake Shack.
combos. Yep.
Yeah.
They sell combos, and it's probably better because it's more mom and pop, and
Right.
it's a one of one as opposed to 1,000 locations across the country.
That's right. And those locations, they water stuff down.
Oh, shut up. What? What? No, it's not even about watering stuff down. You have over 1,000 locations in the country. You could combine fries and a burger and give me a little 50 cents off or something.
Yeah. Each item doesn't need to be $6 or more.
Yep, and they got something here for the carnivores and the herbivores. So
You got a veggie situation at
yeah,
Marathon Burger?
they do. Only qualm I have with the menu. Somebody tell Blacc Sam we need a cookies and cream milkshake on the menu. Okay, just get some Oreos. They don't even really have to be Oreos because we won't know. Just get some sandwich cookies. Pop that into the vanilla shake. Oreo shake. That's the only thing I would add to the menu. But I'm a foodie. I had to look at the menu. I had to see what was going on. It looks good. And they have combos. So definitely go and support if you're in the area or visiting
Right.
LA because this is super cool. So that's it. We were
Agreed.
not paid to do this. I was not
We were
paid.
not paid. This is not an ad. We just love what's going on and want to support. That's all.
Yeah.
Even if it's from the complete other side of the country.
Right. Yeah. I mean,
And on that note, that's our show.
bye.